Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
welcome to the program.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, sir. Doctor, do you speculate that there will be another round of policy rate reduction within this year from the Monetary Policy Committee?
I think it's a possibility. Also, the possibility is quite low because BOT would have to wait until the problem in Europe and the slowdown of the global economy unfolds.
All right. So before, the government and the private sector has been asking for the BOT to be lowering the interest rates down to as much as 1.5 to 2%. Do you think that can be done in reality?
Well, that would be depends on how much BOT would like to wait between growth and inflation. We have to remember the BOT has two mandates to balance our growth and inflation through their monetary policy tools,
That's right.
which is the policy rate. So by reducing the rate, it will not help recovery from supply shock very much. And inflation, as we predict, will remain quite float at 3.5 to 4%.
Well, it's now at 3%, the rate. Do you think that there will be more forecast of a lowering towards the second half of the year?
We think that, as I said earlier, there's a possibility. Also, we see the probability is quite low.
Yes.
Of further lowering the rate.
Okay, Dr. Sutapa, so what do you think the Bank of Thailand should prioritize on, whether to stimulate growth or to control inflation? Which would be more beneficial to the economy?
Oh, as of this point, depending on how much the fiscal measure would help injecting or inducing investment into the country. So the BOT, as of this point, would have to watch closely the inflation and also giving room for growth, for also the growth concern as well.
Yes.
I see. So how much stimulation would the policy rate cut give to the economy, and what effects did it have on the citizens?
Can you repeat the question again? I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. I'm asking how much stimulation will the policy rate cut that has been cut it on Wednesday give to the economy? How much stimulation will the economy receive?
For that, we have to. It remains to be seen, but at least it's a signal. It's a signal to the general public that BOT also has concern on growth and that the country would need that kind of growth injection.
Yes, and with one of the 4 executive decrees that has been transferring the FIDF debt from the government to the central bank, and we've been talking about the rising in the deposit fees for the banks, and how much would that have effect on depositors and the banks?
Well, right now I believe the deposit fees to the bank has not been finalized.
All right.
So you still have to wait.
Okay, so what are some of the scenarios?
They open up the ceiling to up to 1% according to the decree,
Sure.
but the actual rate has not been finalized yet. So we have to remain to be seen of what would the actual cost would be on the total banking industry.
Okay, so there are no certain specific speculations on this subject for the moment.
I'm sorry?
So there's no speculation on what could happen if
There's a lot of speculations on this issue.
All right. Well, okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Sutapa, for your share of information today.
Thank you very much for having me.